Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the delicious world of bubble tea with 20 unique and mouth-watering recipes you absolutely need to try. Whether you're a fan of classic flavors like creamy taro and refreshing honeydew, or you're looking for something new and exciting like a lavender milk tea or a peach oolong tea, we've got you covered. I'm so excited to share these recipes with you, so grab your favorite boba, put on your chef hats, and let's get started. First up, we're starting with a classic brown sugar milk tea. This one's a fan favorite for a reason. We're going to make a rich and creamy milk tea from scratch, and to give it that gorgeous caramel color and deep flavor, we're going to be adding in a homemade brown sugar syrup. And of course, no bubble tea is complete without those perfectly chewy tapioca pearls. We'll go over exactly how to cook those to perfection too, so no worries if you're new to this. This recipe is the perfect base for so many bubble tea creations, so make sure to pay close attention. Trust me, you'll want to master this one. Alright matcha lovers, this one's for you. We're diving into the world of earthy, vibrant matcha with this matcha green tea bubble tea. Now the key to a really amazing matcha drink is using high-quality matcha powder. We'll talk about the different grades of matcha and which ones work best for bubble tea. And don't worry, we'll cover all the steps to make sure your matcha is perfectly smooth and lump-free. We'll be pairing this with a touch of sweetness and our favorite milk for the ultimate creamy and refreshing matcha experience. Get ready for a vibrant purple treat. This is Taro Milk Tea, and it's made with real taro root for the most authentic flavor. We'll go over how to cook the taro to perfection, and then we're going to blend it up into the smoothest, dreamiest taro paste. This, my friends, is the key to that gorgeous lavender color and that naturally sweet, nutty flavor that taro is known for. Of course, we'll add in our milk and sweetener and finish it off with a generous scoop of those chewy tapioca pearls. Chapter 4, Thai Milk Tea. Next up, we're taking a trip to Thailand with this incredible Thai milk tea. Now this one is all about the spices. We're going to create a super flavorful black tea base, and then we'll add in a special blend of spices like star anise, cardamom, and cloves. That's what gives Thai milk tea its signature warmth and depth. We'll let those spices infuse for the most amazing aroma and then finish it off with condensed milk for that iconic creamy sweetness. Get ready for a flavor explosion. Chapter 5. Strawberry Milk Bubble Tea. Let's get fruity. This is strawberry milk bubble tea and it's bursting with fresh strawberry flavor. We'll be using fresh, ripe strawberries for this one, but I'll also give you some tips for using frozen strawberries if you're craving this out of season. We'll blend those berries up into a smooth puree, and then combine it with our milk and sweetener for the ultimate summery treat. And to make it extra special, we're going to try it with both classic black tea and a refreshing green tea base. Chapter 6. Mango Bubble Tea. Get ready for a taste of the tropics. Mango bubble tea is one of my all-time favorites, and it's so easy to make at home. We'll be using ripe, juicy mangoes for this recipe, and we'll blend them up into a smooth and creamy puree. You can use fresh or frozen mangoes. Either way, it's going to be delicious. We'll mix that mango magic with our choice of milk and tea, and then top it off with those irresistible tapioca pearls. Chapter 7. Honeydew Milk Tea. Time for a classic. Honeydew milk tea is a must-try, and it's known for its light, refreshing flavor and that gorgeous green hue. We'll be using fresh honeydew melon for this recipe, and I'll show you a really easy way to scoop out all those melon balls. Then we'll blend it all up with milk and sweetener for a subtly sweet and oh so refreshing drink. Trust me, this one is always a crowd pleaser. Chapter 8. Coconut Milk Bubble Tea. Calling all coconut fans. This coconut milk bubble tea is like a vacation in a glass. We're going to use creamy coconut milk as our base, and then we'll add in a touch of sweetness and our choice of tea. I love using black tea for this one because it creates a really nice contrast with the coconut flavor. But green tea is also delicious if you're looking for something a little lighter. And of course, no coconut drink is complete without a sprinkle of shredded coconut on top. Chapter 9. Lychee Green Tea. Get ready for a taste of something unique. This is lychee green tea and it's bursting with delicate floral notes and a hint of sweetness. Lychee has such a unique flavor and it pairs so well with green tea. We'll be using lychee syrup for this recipe, which you can usually find at Asian grocery stores or online. And to make it extra special, we're going to try it with popping lychee pearls. They burst in your mouth with flavor and add a fun, unexpected twist. Chapter 10. Oreo Milk Tea. Calling all cookie lovers. This is Oreo Milk Tea, and it's every bit as delicious as it sounds. We're going to take those classic Oreo cookies and turn them into a creamy, dreamy bubble tea that's perfect for satisfying your sweet tooth. We'll blend up the Oreos with milk and black tea until it's super smooth, and then we'll add in a few extra Oreo crumbs for good measure. Trust me, this one is dangerous. Chapter 11. Chocolate Bubble Tea. Craving chocolate. This chocolate bubble tea is the perfect way to get your fix. We're going to create a rich and decadent chocolate milk tea that's perfect for any time of day. We'll be using unsweetened cocoa powder for this recipe because it gives the tea a really nice, intense chocolate flavor. We'll add in our milk and sweetener, and then top it off with those chewy tapioca pearls. This is seriously like a chocolate milkshake, but better. Chapter 12. Lavender Milk Tea. Get ready for a sensory experience. This is lavender milk tea, and it's infused with the calming aroma and delicate flavor of lavender. We'll be using dried lavender flowers for this recipe to create a beautiful lavender-infused simple syrup. It's so easy to make, and it adds such a gorgeous floral note to the tea. We'll combine that with milk and our choice of tea. I love using black tea for this one, but green tea would also be delicious. And then finish it off with a sprinkle of dried lavender on top. Chapter 13. Passion Fruit Green Tea. If you're looking for a tropical twist, this passion fruit green tea is for you. Passion fruit is tart, tangy, and oh so refreshing, and it pairs perfectly with the grassy notes of green tea. We'll be using passion fruit puree for this recipe, which you can find at most grocery stores, and to make it extra special, we're going to try it with popping boba. The popping boba adds a fun, unexpected texture, and it bursts in your mouth with even more passion fruit flavor. Chapter 14. Pumpkin Spice Bubble Tea. Calling all pumpkin spice fans. This pumpkin spice bubble tea is the perfect way to celebrate fall. We're going to create a warm and cozy bubble tea that's perfect for chilly days. We'll be using real pumpkin puree for this recipe, along with all those classic pumpkin spice flavors like cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. We'll blend it all up with milk and sweetener and then top it off with whipped cream and a sprinkle of pumpkin spice. It's like pumpkin pie in a cup. Chapter 15. Almond Milk Tea. This one's for all my dairy-free friends. Almond milk tea is a delicious and refreshing alternative to traditional milk tea. We'll be using unsweetened almond milk for this recipe because it has a really nice neutral flavor that pairs well with just about anything. We'll add in our favorite sweetener and choice of tea. I love using black tea for this one, but green tea and oolong tea are also delicious. And of course, we can't forget those chewy tapioca pearls. Get ready for a refreshing twist. This is mint chocolate bubble tea, and it's the perfect combination of minty and chocolatey. We'll be using our favorite chocolate milk tea recipe as a base, and then we'll add in a touch of mint extract and a few drops of green food coloring for that classic mint chip look. You can also use fresh mint leaves if you have them on hand. We'll give it a good stir, add in our tapioca pearls, and then top it off with a dollop of whipped cream and a sprinkle of chocolate shavings. Let's get fruity again. This blueberry bubble tea is bursting with fresh blueberry flavor. We'll be using fresh blueberries for this recipe, but you can also use frozen blueberries if you're craving this out of season. We'll blend the blueberries up with milk and sweetener, and then strain the mixture to remove any seeds or skins. We'll add in our boba, and then top it off with a few fresh blueberries for a pop of color. Chapter 18. Rose Milk Tea. Get ready for a touch of elegance. This is rose milk tea, and it's as beautiful as it is delicious. We'll be using rose syrup for this recipe, which you can usually find at Middle Eastern grocery stores or online. Rose syrup has such a unique floral flavor, and it pairs so well with the creaminess of the milk. We'll combine the rose syrup with milk and our choice of tea. I love using black tea for this one, but green tea would also be delicious. And then finish it off with a sprinkle of dried rose petals. Chapter 19. Caramel Apple Bubble Tea. This caramel apple bubble tea is the perfect fall treat. It's warm, cozy, and bursting with apple cinnamon flavor. We'll start by making a quick caramel sauce, and then we'll combine it with apple juice, milk, and a touch of cinnamon. We'll add our boba pearls, and then top it off with whipped cream, a drizzle of caramel, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Chapter 20, Peach Oolong Tea. And last but not least, we have Peach Oolong Tea. This is a more delicate bubble tea option with the subtle floral notes of oolong tea complementing the sweetness of the peaches perfectly. We'll use fresh peach puree for this recipe, which we'll blend up until smooth. Then, we'll combine it with our brewed oolong tea, sweetener, and a splash of milk or cream if desired. Finally, we'll add in our boba and give it a good stir. Outrow, happy sipping! And there you have it, 20 unique bubble tea recipes to satisfy your cravings and impress your friends. From classic milk teas to fruity concoctions, and even a few surprising twists, there's a bubble tea recipe here for everyone. Don't be afraid to get creative and experiment with different flavors and toppings to create your own signature bubble tea masterpieces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Happy sipping!